Alright, what's up, guys? Now, I saw this and it's just weird to me because I'm thinking to myself, there are a lot of unfinished games out there. So, my thing is this like, let's say if they're trying to treat the video game industry like a restaurant, I'm not going to tip you halfway through eating my food. My thing is this: if the food is good and I'm enjoying it so far, and it ain't gonna be some stuff where I'm all like, oh, I'm gonna get food poisoning later. Like, no, it's a perfect meal. Then yeah, I probably would tip you midway through service. I'm like, nah, bro, this food's good. Now I'm all like, and there's nothing but good things I hear about this place. Oh yeah, you definitely gonna. But my thing is this: we're talking about Blizzard, right? We're talking about your guys' video games. I have to say, what two biggest video games from Blizzard will probably be Call of Duty and Overwatch right now. I feel like those are the two games that a lot of people be still paying attention to. There might be some other games from Blizzard that they pay attention to, but let's just talk on those two games real quick, all right? And I want to talk on my experience with not this past Call of Duty, but the Call of Duty before that, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, where when I remember when I very first had got that game, I played through the campaign. Campaign was it was good. I usually do like the Call of Duty campaign missions and stuff, but then when the game, because they did like that whole like early access, oh, get the game now, play campaign a week early or some crap. So anyways, so I remember I did buy it. And then eventually I did when the like all the other stuff came out. Like I remember I had seen DMZ. I couldn't even really get into a DMZ lobby and stuff because it just seems like it's impossible to get into lobbies. And my internet is good. I could play any other game, get into a lobby, no problems about it and stuff. But it came down to Call of Duty. I'm like, I don't know what the issue is, but I'm like, bro, this crap needs to be fixed. I ain't had this issue before with the old Call of Duties. What's crazy is that when like I had to say, ever since Black Ops, I've been in the same house ever since Black Ops had came out, right? And I've never had, I remember with the older Call of Duties, I never had an issue getting into a game. It was almost instant when getting into a game, and it just seemed like as the time went on, it just got slower and slower and slower to get into a game. Now, I don't know if like the planet aligned and now I'm in a spot of the world where the internet is bad, but like yeah, some years ago when the planet was like this, the internet was good. I don't know how that's good. Yeah, maybe I'm not close enough to the satellite that be floating around in space and stuff. I don't know. But overall, I just know that video games today, video games back then, yes, there probably would have been a conversation where I'm all like, should you leave a tip after a video game? Because that's when video games was well put together. That's when they didn't have bugs in every mission, multiplayer, whatever it was that they had going on. No, it was a perfectly put together game. Now you're talking about a game today that deserves a tip? For what? What are they doing? My thing is this. Talking on the last, not this last Call of Duty, but the Call of Duty before that, Modern Warfare 2. So I remember when I got that game. Yeah, campaign was decent. Multiplayer took me a while to get into the lobbies. DMZ took me a while to get into the lobbies. Couldn't even get into a lobby in Warzone if I wanted to play it solo. And then the co-op mode. That's the mode that I was really having issues with. And then yeah, because they'll wait until I get halfway through finishing one of the co-op missions, and then the game just crashes, and I gotta start that mission all over again. Don't get to leave with no XP or nothing. Just pretty much just did a whole mission for no reason, right? And then eventually it got to a point where the game wasn't even starting up. So I'm done bought this game for what was it, 59, 69, 90. I paid full price. It was the price of a brand new video game. I paid full price for this game just to have it where the game wasn't starting up for months. So how I had to fix that issue, I had to uninstall Steam and I had to uninstall Battle.net. Both of those, along with every other game that I had installed on those programs, had to reinstall those games all over again just to play Call of Duty. I think maybe for a few, it wasn't for a long period of time, but it did the same thing all over again where the game wasn't starting up. And I'm thinking to myself, if they would have at the end of like every time of me like dealing with an issue of that game, have some message thing pop up talking about would you like to leave a tip, and I'm like, no, I would really like to just drop kick the person that thought that where Call of Duty is at right now, they think that it's the best time for Call of Duty to exist. No, it is not. Call of Duty, here's what I personally think. Call of Duty needs to be free. You guys don't need to be charging nobody no $69.99 for a part of the game where it's like, it really could have just been a DLC, but it's like, you guys, I'm just really confused on what direction you want this game to be at. But it ain't even just Call of Duty. There's so many different games out there where I done had issues with it, and I'm like, I know for a fact if something would have popped up at the end talking about, would you like to leave a tip, I'm instantly exiting out. I know I can't drop kick nobody because I most likely get arrested, got a court date, probably gonna have to serve some time in jail, and I'm like, I didn't realize a drop kick was that dangerous. But anyways, no, like, jokes aside though, I'm like, no, I would not ever in life leave a tip for a video game that don't deserve it. Now, video games that do deserve it, where I'm like, it's video games like, speaking of Spider-Man 2, that in my opinion was probably the best game to come out last year. That was a game where I'm like, I will sit down. That if there was like, if I can only keep one game out of like the arsenal of games that I have right now, Spider-Man 2 will definitely be on that list. It probably might be a racing game, but I'm like, other than that, no, Spider-Man 2 is definitely, it's one of those games where I'm like, I don't even know what I did to deserve that game. You know, it's like, I'm like that. It's one of those things where I'm all like, just even talking on that whole like Spider-Man series with Insomniac and stuff. They came out with that very first one, and I was like, that was amazing. Beat that one, had no issues about it and stuff. Miles Morales, I played that a few times. I was like, no, or actually, no, I did play it a couple of times because the first time I played it on the PlayStation 4. It should not have came out on the PlayStation 4. That game, it was like, because I think they optimized it for the PlayStation 5. And I was like, yeah, it definitely wasn't a PlayStation 4 game. But it was good, though, from what I had played of it. But then when I think I played it on PC. And I was like, when I did actually got a chance to see, yeah, I was like, this game is freaking amazing, man. And I was like, there's no way possible they can top Miles Morales. Then they came out with 2. And I'm like, bruh, it too was honestly I had to say probably the only thing, if somebody was like, could you say like one negative thing about Spider-Man 2? I was like, what? I didn't like walking through the like the amusement park or carnival like thing. I had to like talk to each individual person and stuff. But other than that, I was like, compared to that versus like games where I'm like, I've had actual like, it ain't like Spider-Man. I think when I did play Spider-Man 2, I came across one glitch in there where I couldn't fight with people. Like I remember, I think I was playing as Miles Morales, and that was when he had teleported to like the Antarctica or something like that. But I think it was like right when he came back, and I had to like fight with somebody, and I couldn't hit them. So I did have to restart the game, start the game back up all over again. And yeah, then the glitch was like, it was gone. It was like, it was just somewhere I'm like, okay, I just gotta restart the game and stuff. But and then after that, I think the other glitch that I had with that game was that at the very end, Miles Morales, I think he turned into like a box or something like that, a cube. And yeah, I'm like, but it's that's stuff that you can laugh about. That's stuff where I'm all like, bro, I'm literally a cube right now fighting crime. That's stuff that I would laugh about. But when you got games that don't want to start up, games that want to glitch out on you to the point where it's unplayable, games that just, yeah, they get to a point where it is unplayable. I mean, you got Ubisoft where they're taking away a video game from people's libraries, and I'm supposed to tip them. I'm supposed to give them more money, and they're meanwhile taking games away from me. It'll be in a matter of time before they do the same thing with the Division 2, whatever division that they're working on now, all the other crew games that they got. It'll be 10, 20 years down the road, and they're all like, hey, we're gonna get rid of these games because we feel that it doesn't need to be in people's libraries now. You know, there's just some stuff that's going on with gaming, and I'm like, somebody really believes that video game developers are just a whole, like, I don't know, developers, executives, well, I mean, they do say developers, but overall, I'm pretty sure, yeah, if everybody can have it that's working on a video game, whether you're the music guy, the whoever, you just got some part, you just have something to do with that video game, I guarantee and I promise you, if they had that option of, like, yes, I would like a tip, oh yeah, they definitely would take that option, but I'm like, fam, you guys don't deserve a tip for a game. You, at times, don't even deserve the price that you ask for the video game. And I'm supposed to tip you guys? No, there's no way possible. There is no way possible I would tip a video game. I would stop playing that game before I tip them. So how about that? To whoever this former Blizzard executive is, I'm like, I can see why you're a former worker for Blizzard, because you would have put this company in the dirt. And I'm like, and it seems like they kind of head in that direction, but you would have definitely sped up that process. So no, in my opinion, developers and video games don't even deserve like that retail price that they ask for, and they definitely don't deserve a tip. All right, so anyways, with that being said, yeah, say what you want. I really don't care how people feel about this video. You're all like, oh, you shouldn't be that. No, I'm like, bro, I ain't bought video games where I'm stuck with them. And yeah, it's overall a situation where I'm all like, what about me? What about the money that I should be getting back for this video game that don't work? And I'm like, you guys are so worried about yourself getting money, but it's like, yeah, just forget that the fans want to have fun with the video game. Just forget the fact that fans don't want to continuously keep putting money into the game. I'm saying you guys got the retail price that you're asking for. You got DLCs, battle passes. You got all this stuff that goes with the game. What about the fans? That's what I would like to know. What about the fans? What about the fans that have been supporting you guys? What about the streamers that have been supporting you guys nonstop playing your guys' game? How come they don't get no skin in Call of Duty? There's one Twitch streamer where I seen she done been invited out to like Call of Duty shows. She done been playing this game. Ever since I've been following her, I don't think I've seen her play any other game. How come she ain't got no skin? How come there are all these other streamers? How come there are streamers getting their skins taken out of Call of Duty? But I'm like, I'm supposed to continuously keep giving you guys money. Yeah, it's something where I'm all like, you guys got a lot of work to do with your guys' video games before y'all start worrying about tips. And I'm all like, and then being a matter of time before it's like, yeah, a lot of people start saying that, where it's like, you guys don't even deserve the retail price that you're asking for. So yeah, it's just something where I'm all like, no, you guys just got a lot of work to do. Don't be worried about tips right now. All right, so but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.